your penis off.
I'm gonna put...
I'm gonna put
Hello.
Do you want me to take it?
Cheers for us.
Yeah.
Great.
This is why we can't be rock stars with that entrance. That's just happening.
Get a fucking shit.
Is this the right place? What was your experience like doing them? A, why did you start? And B, why did you stop?
Those are good questions.
Yeah.
I was hoping you would ask them.
Yeah, you wrote them in the paper.
Did I?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I was in London when I started them. I went for the Olympics because I'm.
Shout out to sports.
Yeah, shot put. That's my
Yeah.
No. And I was talking to Luke Connor, who does a daily vlog or did it at the time, and it looked like fun. And he was just filming himself and then putting it up at the end of the day, and I was like, oh, I can do that. So I decided to just do it in London, and I didn't stop. I just found out that it just seemed fun and easy, and I could just put something up every day. And on days when I didn't put up stuff for Wheezy Waiter or didn't just do social media very much, at least I had the daily vlog up. So it felt like I was doing something. And also it was just fun to engage with people every day. But then over time, it started to take away from Wheezy Waiter and from my new project, The Good Stuff. And I thought, as fun as it was, and I know a lot of people really loved it, I just thought I had to focus on Wheezy Waiter.
Did you find yourself ever on days being like, I gotta do something interesting so I can film it and put it in this video? Because I have that experience a lot.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, I find it, if I just turned the camera on and pointed at China and she got mad at me, then that was something interesting. But,
just throw confetti anytime there's a lull in it.
Yeah, confetti!
Yeah.
For nothing! Yeah, I mean, it was hard though. Some days it was more like I had to get up or I had to edit it at the end of the day or edit it in the morning, which, like, some days I wake up and I'm like, oh man, I get to do a Wheezy Waiter video, I got this cool idea, oh, I gotta edit the daily vlog first. And then I sit down and I edit for an hour and get it up, and then I'm like, my motivation's sort of gone for everything else.
Yeah, editing really drains energy a lot. I find after I finish one Daily Grace, I feel like I've just ran a marathon, and I'm just a weak human being. Now, I have a tech question for you. For your daily vlogs, what kind of camera did you use?
I have it right here.
Whoa! Secrets revealed!
Right here. The actual brand is worn off because it's in my pocket all the time. But it's a Canon PowerShot 300.
Oh!
I think Charles Trippy uses the same camera.
Yeah, I also have.
Oh, really? The same one?
I lost mine.
I'm vlogging the audience right now.
Everyone just so politely waved.
I don't do the daily vlog anymore, but I will put this up eventually.
Wait, I want to do it now too.
Oh my god! I'm gonna shit
Sad
myself.
in mine.
Shut up.
Sad.
Oh, sad. Oh.
Oh, my skin is so smudged that you all look like porn stars. Slow zoom. Slow zoom. When you guys see that footage, it's going to be great. Now, do you ever look back on your daily vlogs and are like, oh, that thing in my life happened. I'm glad that I documented it.
Absolutely. Actually, while we were watching that, China looked over at me. She's like, "Oh yeah!"
Yeah.
The car booted thing. And yeah, when I found this video for this, I forgot about that too, and I was like, "Oh yeah! Oh yeah!"
Fuck the police. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I don't know.
Fuck the pee.
Better.
Now, I don't want to put you on the spot, but do you ever think you'll get back into doing daily vlogs or occasional vlogs?
I would like to do occasional vlogs. I don't know if I'll ever go back to absolutely daily.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that you have to do, like on days when you don't want to and you have to, it's like...
And then you don't want to be like, I don't want to be bitter in this video. I don't want people to think that I'm a real human being with real human emotions.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that, I wanted to ask you, I'll ask you later. We're waiting for you. Wait.
Okay. Cliffhanger. Well, yeah, let's keep going. What else we got here?
We have the people who ran this, who run this whole festival here,
Created this entire thing for everyone.
Buffer Festival. They have a channel called Apprentice A.
Woo!
They made a montage of their first 1,000 days daily vlogging.
Holy crap!
Yes.
Let's watch it.
Let's do it.
Yay!
And I like it because I'm in it.
Now, what are your thoughts when you watch a video like that? That was Shay Carl, or the Shay Tarts' first video on their channel.
Yes. I think Shay Carl is a unique individual. The first time I met him was like 3 years into this. As many of you probably know, he went on, now he's on year 5 of the daily vlog without missing a day as far as I know.
Yeah, that's the age of one of his children.
Yeah. And he lost the weight of a couple of his children. Yeah. And you look at that, I mean, some people would look at a daily vlog and think, I could do that, just turn on the camera and talk for a while. But when I met him, I realized that he's gifted in the way that he can just turn the camera on and just go. He's just always on. Even when the camera's off, he's just like, boop, 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 boop. He just talks he's just got so much energy.
He does. Yeah, it's interesting. Only towards the end of that did I realize that was one clip unedited, because he has the capacity to just constantly talk and constantly entertain. Even when he has another thought and he doesn't say it and he goes back to his regular train of thought, right. It's still entertaining.
Yeah, I think it's a lot harder than it looks, actually.
Yes, absolutely. And he didn't have a French's Mustard sponsor.
As far as I know.
No, we didn't know at that point. But it's really, it's so interesting that he thought that he was never going to edit any of his videos.
Yeah. They did progressively get longer, though. Now they're like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So, which is fine. Everyone's watching.
Yeah, they're mini movies. They're like TLC programming. It's really great. How many kids are they up to now?
Five. They just had one.
Yeah, that's crazy. And how many of them have been documented the birth of? Two.
I was thinking about showing the birth of the most recent birth, but it was like 20 minutes, and that would be half of this. I couldn't do it.
And everyone loves watching a woman have a child. But it is true. Like, that's why they are so interesting. Yeah, because you were mentioning you wanted to talk about, like, what is so interesting about their family, and why do we tune in every single day?
Why do we? Should we ask now?
Yeah, what do you guys...
Anybody a fan of the Shay Tarts out there?
Why do you guys watch?
Family.
They're so cute, yeah. As a woman that never wants a child in her life, I'm vicariously to a mom on the internet. That's my reason. But also they're endearing.
They're so positive and happy. Maybe off camera, not always. I don't know, but they're able to hide it. So.
Yeah, they're very good at editing around their flaws.
Yeah.
Also, they're beautiful children. They wouldn't be as popular if their children were ugly. But it is, it's fascinating. And now they have 20-minute videos every day, and a bazillion people watch them.
Yep.
And that was the start of it. It's like when you watch the video of Justin Bieber when he's like 2 years old playing drums. Well, look where he went. Well, cool. Why don't we move it right along?
Yeah.
The next one we have is this one here.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
This one's really short. This is actually this was like an extra video from CTF XC. But it's a short one. But then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, then we'll chat.
In Ohio.
Has anyone ever been there? Yeah. Well, we all went there virtually just
Yes,
now.
we
So, yeah, I've never seen that video of theirs before.
It's on the. I think they had a longer one, and then that was like an extra adaptation to a separate video.
Gotcha.
But the reason I think that we are watching this one.
Here's a spoiler alert, by the way. Craig has correlated this entire night because I am an asshole about following up on things I'm supposed to do in my life. So thank Craig for really.
You're very busy.
Just busy getting drunk.
Yeah, I don't understand. Actually, I do understand that. Yeah. But anyway, I just thought it was interesting to be watching other people on roller coasters. Why do we like that? Why do we
Yeah, I was holding my breath the whole time when I was watching this, and I was like, I'm an adult woman. What am I doing? I've been on a roller coaster before. Why am I feeling these feelings? I think it's like it's exciting to watch someone experience something.
Well, why don't we just go and experience ourselves?
Fear.
Okay. There you go.
Fear of people, germs.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to just watch someone else do it for you.
Yeah, that's true. I've been to that Cedar Point, and that roller coaster terrified me. We didn't go on it because the line was 4 hours, like the whole time we were there.
Is it really?
But I was kind of, in the back of my mind, I was like, yes. I was terrified. But I'm going to take China. We're going to eventually go on that. Right? No, she's shaking her head no. Yes.
Yeah, you said it in front of these people. It's now official. You have
Yeah,
to.
yeah, we're going on it. But
Yeah, and he has to record it.
I have to record it now. Yeah. But he went on it. They went on it twice
Yes.
because of the vlog
Yes.
commitment.
Why would you watch that video?
To be reminded of how much of a wuss I am.
Oh, yeah.
And trying to improve myself. Watching, like, if Charles Trippy and Allie can go on this, why can't I go on this? You know?
That's true. As a life motivator. Yeah.
Right.
That's what we all are online, just motivating other people.
I guess I like to think so. Yeah. I have a catchphrase on Easy Waiter that's get drunk. I hope I'm not motivating people.
Oh, no, it's a great catchphrase.
I think I motivated you.
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah, it's so interesting to want to watch people experience things, because I remember when I first stumbled upon CTFXC, I think it was when Allie was going to school in Spain, and Charles went over to Spain with her, and at first I was like, this is what's on YouTube? People are watching, like, this is 100,000 views? What? And then, like, the next day I was like, what'd they do today? And I just kept wanting to watch them over and over and over, and I still am, like, fascinated by the idea of, like, why? And there are times where, like, I go, like, a couple weeks without watching their videos, and then you just binge watch all of them, and it's just interesting to watch people live life, especially in Florida. They live in Florida.
Yeah.
And people in Florida are normally very weird.
And they're weird too.
Yeah,
You know,
in a great
everyone's
way.
weird. In a good way.
Yeah.
Do you think, what's the difference when you watch like a daily vlog on a day-to-day basis than like watching Ellen or something?
It's real life, and it feels not fabricated. You know, when you watch television, at least I imagine, like, all of the producers sitting in a back room and all of the writers that take to write these, like, these are just real, authentic moments. And I think that's why CTFXC is such a fun and interesting channel to watch, because they've had some huge life experiences that we will get to later that they've documented. And so you really feel like you are part of their life. Like, I feel like I show a very minute part of my personal life online, and people still feel like they're a part of my life, and for them it's like everything is just inside out and exposed to everyone.
That was the correct answer. Good job.
Thank you! Yes!
Do we want to watch the next video?
Yeah, let's watch another video. That
All
sounds
right.
great. What do we got next?
This very,
this dude.
very good-looking man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's watch it. And woman.
You know what? I've never watched that because I was too nervous to watch it. So I'm glad that I watched that for the first time with you guys.
Honestly, I'd never watched the whole thing either, but I decided to put it up here anyway. Yeah.
Take that, David after dentist. That.
I'm crying from laughter. Right
I know, that was so, wow. How many of you have seen that video already? Yeah. What did you feel when you watched that video? Anxious, yeah.
Kind of a roller coaster.
Yeah, totally.
Kind of sad because on that day, like, I was at the doctor's and I was afraid they were going to tell me I had a tumor. So,
Oh, but see, that's like the thing that makes this so special, is because people can relate to it, because it's real human things that are happening. And it's so real that it doesn't feel real. It's crazy.
It makes me wonder if, like, 50 years from now, that everything will have been vlogged? Like, will we have every aspect of life vlogged?
Yeah, like childbirth will no longer be gross. We're so desensitized
Yeah.
to it. Like I've seen that on
Yeah.
YouTube a million times.
Yeah, that's only going to get like 500 views.
Yeah,
That's it. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Unless the baby comes out with a tail. Wow, yeah, that I am a little not in words happening now after that.
Yeah, well, not words happening.
Yeah, that is really intense. They're doing. Did they do their thing yet? No, they're Skyping in for their session.
Yeah, they're
here.
Skyping in because of this, because they couldn't
Yeah.
come to this. How long does this go to? How much time do we have left?
I don't know what time.
I think we blathered on a little too long.
5:48.
5:48.
Yeah.
What time does it start?
What time does this end?
Start at 5.
6? Oh, we got time.
Oh,
Okay.
we got time for
Okay,
days.
good.
Let's watch that again.
Okay, good. Well, because we're speechless, maybe we should watch the next.
Yeah,
video.
let's maybe bring a little lighter thing
Yeah.
to this,
This is-
presentation.
This is fun for Louis. He recently he's,
Or as I like to call him, white dreads. He's here this weekend also, I believe, doing some fun stuff, and he's got a really interesting style to his vlogging.
yes, he does. Very music and montage-y.
It's just like cool and hip,
Yeah.
young and neat. So
Yeah.
let's go.
That's Spanish.
French.
Yeah, French.
It's French. Oh yeah, French.
Yeah.
Canada. We're in Canada. That is insane. What's your takeaway from that? How did
Well-
that make you feel?
Well, it made me feel emotional,
Yeah.
especially the parts where I played guitar and was doing lightsaber battles.
Yeah.
No, I think they Apprentice A does. They do lots of different productions. They do the vlogumentary that I believe you are going to be in, and
Yeah.
I'm going to be in. I don't
Yeah, a
know.
lot of people are going to be
Yeah.
in it. It's going to be insane.
Yeah, and they've done a lot of videos for Google, like for their own, like the corporate side of things. They've done Buffer Festival.
Which is going awesomely so far.
And all that time, while they do that, they vlog it as well. So it's, I think a lot of people can learn something from that. I think if you're going to do a production of some kind, you should document it. You should vlog it. I don't know. You don't know anything about that, I'm sure.
0%.
Yeah.
Hashtag Kim Dakota. Yeah, and I love that the internet has afforded people the opportunity to do that. Because it's such a personal medium. It's very intimate. You're sitting in your home talking to strangers. What an intimate feeling that is. But it's when you create content that isn't personal and you're able to show the more personal side to it, I think it's really, really helpful and it's really cool because watching something like that makes me feel like, oh, I'm helping them make these productions that I have zero part in. And so it just brings like a personal element to it that I find really interesting.
So any aspiring video makers out there,
Yeah.
Fuck nah. I suck too much.
Yeah, we are! We're in a conversation!
yeah.
Yeah, great talk.
Does she have a question or? Oh.
How many of you out there are making your own videos?
Yeah.
Yeah? How
Yeah,
many of you out there are making like daily vlogs or vlogging your
Nah.
life in any sort of way?
Ain't about that.
Are you having a good
I
time?
suck too much. It would be
Yeah.
me at home every day.
Yeah, that's great. Why are you doing that?
Guys, I'm staying home today for the
Somebody?
Progress.
second
What's
week in a
that?
row.
Documenting progress and fun events in life.
Yeah. Do you go back and watch your videos and look at the things that you've done? You do. Yeah.
It's my
always
outfit
good
of the
to have a
day,
second
same as
perspective. What about you?
There's too much of the same thing on my main channel,
Yeah.
so I kind of needed a place where I could just do whatever I wanted
Yeah.
and just go with that. And I just didn't stop.
Yeah, it's a fun thing. Sometimes it's really freeing to just talk very honestly to a camera or
Yeah.
like show a real moment that's happening in life.
I think it actually helped me get more comfortable in front of a camera, just turning it on and just blabbing about stuff.
Yeah,
And I know China got a lot more comfortable over the course of the daily vlog. So now she's quite the thespian.
whoa, she's straight.
Oh.
Old
yeah.
joke. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I like that's why I think
probably
making Camp
200.
Dakota was a really fun experience to document the behind the scenes of it the whole time because it made everyone that's working on it that normally you never see or hear about becomes becomes someone that you become interested in, and you realize that like, oh, this is what it takes to make something, and it's always interesting to see how all the parts work to make something.
Plus, when you're doing a big project, like the web series I'm in, Cartoon Power Squadron, they don't. I had to convince Jake to do weekly updates because we do like an episode a year. So it's good to let people know you still exist by doing documentaries and blogs. You know, if your main project takes a long time to do, like Camp Dakota.
Yeah, crazy.
I'm speaking truth right now.
Yeah, it's what a life. What a crazy, crazy life. Why don't we keep the fun train on the tracks to Funtown? What do we have next?
When you go away from Funtown, is it still called Fun Train?
Yeah, it's called the Nuff Train. It's fun.
Okay. Next is the.
Oh.
This one's a bit heavy.
Yeah.
It's back to CTF XC again.
It's really something to think
It's
about.
the censored version, though. So.
Yeah. So enjoy.
Yes.
The most awesome people in the universe, like Jennifer Lawrence. Someone out there hates Jennifer Lawrence. Goofy. What's going on with my hair in that video? Disgusting times. Yeah.
You haven't done that dance yet while we've been up here. So.
Hit it! It fixes the awkward and then goes on long enough that it creates a new layer of awkward. It's really great. Well, that was our whole curated list of videos that we had for you guys. Thanks.
But I have a question for you about what you do. How do you do it every weekday? Have you missed a weekday in the past like 3 years?
Yeah.
You did.
I think so. Yeah. It happens when I travel sometimes because I should. People think that I like to doc all of my videos and like just set them and shoot them all in one day or something. But for the majority of the time, I shoot them the day before and I edit them and then they go up in the middle of the night. So I don't have like a backlog of videos. So it's just like constantly creating. And when I travel, I try and make it easier for myself and shoot beforehand. But it oftentimes doesn't work, and I end up in a complicated situation because surprisingly, not every hotel has good Wi-Fi. Yeah, what in the world is that? And so, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I haven't had a complete and full meltdown yet. Maybe this festival's the festival. Yeah.
Because I want to keep doing. I did them every weekday for a while, but I'm struggling to make that happen anymore. So,
yeah.
Because I'm an old man.
Yeah, the human brain, there are an infinite number of ideas about things, but then sometimes the human brain goes through struggles where it doesn't want to come up with ideas.
That's true.
Yeah, it's a fun time. Yeah.
Do you want to do a Q&A now?
Sure.
Okay.
Why don't we answer some questions if you guys have any questions?
About vlogging, about us, about life, about a restaurant down the street?
Yeah. What's the easiest way to do this? Should we just shout out to people and you have a microphone? Oh, great. Okay. Yeah. Who's got questions? Right here. Bam, slam, this guy. Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
My question is, before you guys got into online video and sort of realized it was a thing to make a living off of, what did you guys want to do, and would you, what was the turning point where you realized, oh, maybe that thing's not for me, and I should kind of stick to this online video, and would you go back to that thing that you wanted to do before online video was kind of your area?
Would you like to answer?
Sure. I have always wanted to be creative. I went to college to be a screenwriter, and then I got into comedy, and I wanted to do sketch comedy. I wanted to be like Tina Fey. And I started making videos with my friend from college, Michelle, and we would make videos when we moved to Brooklyn just about what our days were like, and they were really mundane, but it was how we hung out with each other. Meanwhile, I was doing improv comedy in New York City, and I was auditioning for TV and film, because then at that point I wanted to be an actress. And I started making Daily Grace for a website called mydamnchannel.com, and then they went on YouTube, and then it started to grow, and I was waiting tables for a while, and then when I started vlogging, I was able to quit my job waiting tables. We have very similar stories in that sense, and then I realized that this hobby thing started becoming more of a job, and all of the auditioning that I was doing that wasn't getting me anywhere was really dissatisfying, and this wonderful thing was growing, and so that's when I kind of started to direct my focus and spend more time and energy in making web videos.
I too wanted to be like Tina Fey. But didn't work because of the penis. But I think what I wanted to do was get into more of the production side. Like I never really wanted to be an actor or a comedian. I wanted to get into making movies or TV or something like that, and I feel like that's what I'm doing. So I don't think I could do it for TV. I could do it for for theaters, but I think this isn't different really than that. I mean, it's still the same sort of process. So I'm happy.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I kind of have two comments and a question. First comment
First.
is, I'm just gonna say sweet right now.
Bacon gay.
No, the first thing is after I met Grace at Playlist Live, I saw you in a Best Buy commercial. That was not
Best Buy? No.
You meant Lowe's.
Lowe's?
Then,
I was
oh,
at Lowe's.
Lowe's! There we go.
Yeah,
there
great.
we
The
go.
advertising did its job.
It was like the best thing ever. I was like, you should do this commercial, so go Lowe's. The second thing is really fun sitting beside you because I know what emotion you're supposed to have as the video's going.
Yeah, and they smell
Really
unique.
Okay, if Grace, if you had to say one sentence as Craig, what would you say? And Craig, if you had to say one sentence as Grace, so kind of like the whole, you know, being Charlie and whatnot. So yeah, do your thing.
China, are we getting poutine later?
That's not a euphemism, by the way. Hey guys, it's Friday, you know, stop me.
I'm gonna let you pick some.
Okay, did we pick it out in the far back yet? Okay. Gray shirt right there.
Not really.
Because the guy next to him pointed at him. So, that's the
Get a
trick.
little help from your friends.
Don't poke any eyes out.
With YouTube video responses going away, and in the past week, you can only reply to comments from people with Google Plus accounts. How do you sort of see that changing or interacting with your audience?
I don't know what's going on.
I just made a video about it actually.
Yeah, what was that? What was that like?
I'm erring more on the side that it's a positive thing. A lot of people don't agree with me, but
Yeah, why is that?
well, I think it's organized a little bit, like conversations are organized a little better in the comment section where replies all happen in the same place.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there are a lot of problems with it, but I think as soon as we work out all the things that everyone hates, I think it could end up being a better thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Anything though.
Whoa! I think YouTube is just a constantly evolving machine of parts getting put on and taken off and put on and added to and deconstructed. So I feel like nothing's permanent. So people will be upset about things, they'll take feedback from that, they'll fix it. I feel like YouTube is one of those websites that grows faster than they can actually like anticipate and keep up with. So in my head I'm just like, whatever, they won't be around for very long I assume. If everyone else is upset, let everyone else get upset. I'm gonna sit back here with my martini. How do you feel about it?
You can't reply to it.
You don't have Google Plus?
Yeah, no, I have Google Plus, but if you don't have a Google Plus page and you comment on my video, I can't be like, hey, thanks for that awesome comment. I have to be like, right in the comment stream at this person.
Yeah, you can't reply to people who comment with and don't have a Google Plus account.
Yeah, which is.
But you can still comment if you don't have a Google Plus account.
Yeah, you can comment, but I can't reply to your comment if you don't have a Google Plus account.
Yeah, that was one thing I said in my video that I didn't like about it.
Other
And
than that, I like how they organized it. It's just
Make-
that one feature that's like, ah!
Yeah, it's like an IKEA shelf.
yeah.
It's really helpful, but putting it together, cool, well, thanks for asking. I will look into that.
I think Captain YouTube's, hopefully he saw my video and will change that.
Yeah. Why
Or
not
she.
in the way back up there with the camera on us? Hey!
Walk into the mud. We both.
Yeah. Like awkward silence, sing it
Okay,
out.
hello?
Hi.
My question for you guys is, I know that, like, maybe putting yourself out there on the internet and, like, creating content, you might get a lot of negative feedback. So, like, is there anything that really helps you get through that? Like, oh, well, like, have you ever, like, wanted to stop? And then you thought, well, you know, this makes me happy, and, or, like, is there anything that really helps you get through everything?
Yeah, anytime you put yourself out there in a creative, ready? Ow! That was like the most American puck I've ever seen. Who knew that like just walking could look so cool?
I think those videos are close. That's much closer to me what actual real life is, but with added cool music. That's
Yeah, it felt like it was a very like film approach to making what is just normally going and getting food look so cool and interesting.
Yeah.
Like, think about what he did all day. He
Yeah.
walked,
Got food.
got food, hung out with his friends,
Hung out with other friends.
walked,
Yeah.
and then went to the creator space, then walked, and got food.
Got on a train.
Got on a train, and I feel like, whoa, that was a crazy day! But I really like Louis' style of editing, and I've gotten to meet him through YouTube over the past 2 years, and he is one of those people that does constantly have adventures. Like, he knows a lot of people, and his videos are really interesting because he's constantly traveling, he's constantly meeting new people, and he's documenting all of it. And he's doing it in a really stylized way that I think is it's just interesting.
Yeah, I think so. The main reason I chose this video, by the way, I mean, not a lot happens in it, but is because it was shorter.
Yeah,
He has a lot of longer ones. But
True.
yeah, I think it's cool to show another way you can do it besides just talking to the camera all the time.
Yeah, because if you think about in total, how many words did he say to the camera the whole day? I think maybe like 3 or 4 sentences in total.
Yeah.
And that was 8 minutes of video.
Yeah. So if you're not a talker, you can still vlog.
Yeah, you let music do the talking for you. And always video your feet. Yeah, I'm guilty of it. I do it a lot in my videos.
I don't do that enough. No.
There you go.
That's probably why you have more subscribers.
Yeah, it's why I'm on WikiFeed. Don't call me disgusting. Well, okay, moving on to keeping in the genre of young, hip, fun people.
That's right.
Yeah, we have a video from O2L,
Yes.
our second life. I said that like a goddamn mom. From O2L?
From those O2L kids.
I don't know, the young, hip ones? Yeah, so let's check out what those teenagers are doing. My videos, I would read the comments a lot, and yeah, some of them really got to me and made me upset, but the wonderful thing also about making 5 videos a week is that one video really only lives for 24 hours, and even if people respond negatively to it, I can post a new video the next day, and I don't have to feel all of that. Also, I just have to realize I can't please everyone, and I need to spend my time focusing on the people that do like it more than the people that don't, because the people that do are the ones I want to keep making content for anyway.
It's sometimes hard though when you're first starting out,
Oh yeah.
because there are less people that do like it because you haven't found them yet.
Yeah.
But they're there. They're out there. I mean, there are people who like what you like out there. And also, there are different ways to deal with like a negative comment. One way is to ignore it and assume that they are a 5-year-old. And, or what I like to do sometimes is just talk to them directly. You can make a joke out of what they're saying. And I think that's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're ever feeling like upset about that, I always say when you create content, think about like your one ideal person that you would want to watch this video and enjoy it, and make the content for that one person. Because if you make content in the mindset of wanting to please everyone, it won't be fun to do that, because it's so impossible to do that. But when I make Daily Grace, I think about like the one person I'd want to watch this video and enjoy it, and it really helps in my creative process, and it helps me enjoy it. Yeah.
Is that me? Yeah.
It's China.
Ah. For me, it's me. So, and China.
Go ahead, you can pick someone.
Oh, up, or the hat right over there.
Ooh, where? Oh, no.
Yeah, behind, but Rick, do you know who I'm talking? Where's the microphone person?
I have no idea. Next to the beanie?
Next to the blue beanie. Right
Yeah,
there.
there we go.
Yeah.
Next to the beanie.
I'm over here. I have no idea.
So I have a comment and a question as well. So my comment is what you said earlier on daily vlogging. I feel like what defines a daily vlog sometimes in some cases is like if you can connect to it. Like I remember I was watching the Apprentice slideshow and I saw myself in the background and like Corrado knows my name and Corey follows me on Twitter. So like a lot of daily vloggers like they connect to their audience. Like I know Corey, they have like a smaller audience than most, but it like they interact with their fans a lot. And my question is mostly for Craig. This is also, I believe, stated in Vlogumentary, but like when you were daily vlogging, did you ever like doubt putting on the camera? Like you kind of like turned to China and been like, should we film this? Like how often did that happen?
All the time. Often I would pull the camera out in China and be like, don't take the camera out. I think I was more willing to document things that than China would have wanted to. Also, there, you saw how we lived. We went out to restaurants and we went to bars. So sometimes it was probably drinking our head a little bit. But yeah, all the time I would choose not to. I would. Sometimes there'd be a debate. Should I vlog this or shouldn't I vlog this? But and I'd ask you, and you keep me in line. So.
New age relationships, man,
Yeah.
what a world. Oh, thanks for the question. Right there. Bam. Yeah, you. Yeah. Here comes.
I'm just gonna be like.
So I have a question that I think will help a lot of people here because I don't know how many people are still in high school and are considering going to college, but a significant number of YouTubers didn't go to college or university. I don't know what you call it in Canada. But they are doing really well, obviously, and they have followers and they have a career through YouTube. But you guys went to college. What, do you regret going to college and getting that education, or what experiences did you get from that? Does that make sense?
Absolutely, totally. Good question.
Defer.
I don't know what I would be like if I didn't go to college, because I went to college. But I do like the person that I am, so I definitely don't regret it. And I think a lot of my I think the best things that I took in college were creative writing classes. I took some production classes, like editing and shooting and stuff, but very little, because I was in Madison, Wisconsin. It's not Hollywood. That's definitely not Hollywood. Yeah. So what we have in the Midwest is bitter old writers. So they taught me how to be a bitter old writer, and that helped a lot, like being creative and then being forced to have classmates critique my work, and that definitely was worth it for me. So, but then again, I don't know what I'd be like if I didn't do that.
Yeah, when I went to college, YouTube as a profession wasn't even an option. YouTube was just getting started when I was in school. And when I was in school, yeah, I loved my writing classes. I learned how to edit enough to know how to do Daily Grace.
To do George Clooney on your face.
Yeah, that was like, oh God, I really patted myself on the back. That took so long cropping around his ears and everything. But I mean, it's all personal preference. If you feel strongly about going to school, go to school. If you don't. There are options. There are non-traditional ways to get what you want out of life. And it's just going with what feels right. And sometimes you have to change your plans and rearrange and say, oh yeah, maybe I should go to school. Or be in school and be like, maybe this isn't for me. not everyone is Jack and Finn and can drop out of university and be very successful on YouTube. So it's just about really checking in with yourself and thinking about the future and what makes the most sense for you.
I have another thing to add.
Okay.
Okay. Quick thing though. It's also about just if you really want to do something and you have to work hard at it, and if you need school to force you to do that, then go to school.
Yeah. Also, and because school is a great way to find like-minded people. When you are in a group of people that all are kind of chasing the same dream, it's a wonderful support system. And college is a really, really great way of finding those people. Also, it's a great way of like partying and getting some weird stuff out of your system at an age in a constructive environment that's relatively safe for a period of time. So like, consider it. It's also like very expensive. So.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay, one more question.
You want me to choose?
Yes, please.
We're going white shirt right there. We've got two friends pointing at it.
Yeah.
My question is, do you guys ever look back at your old videos? Why or why not?
Once in a while. Not very often. I don't even remember what I did this week. I don't even remember some of the videos I did this week.
Yeah, I see some gifs on Tumblr from that kind of time, and I'm like, when did that happen?
We went open at a new
At what point? But sometimes, if I'm drunk enough, I'll go back and I'll watch the video and be like, cool job. I'll be like, yeah, not often though.
No, not often. I'm too busy focusing on the thing I'm making now. It takes a lot of time.
Yeah. Always think, also brain surgery, crazy, right?
We'd be terrible YouTubers.
Well, thank you guys.
Thank you.